Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Startup Buddy Speed Dating Edition 3. For those who don't know me yet, I'm Robin Turnings. I'm the founder CEO of the Startup Buddy. A lot of you have been here before. A few are new. I'm going to explain you in a minute how the program is going to work. I first always introduce a little bit who the Startup Buddy is. So we are Singapore's founder-friendly startup building and fundraising platform for founders and entrepreneurs. We have a little under 2,000 founders across the world using our platform and about 700 investors in our network through our newsletters on the platform, etc. And we connect founders to these investors to raise funding through these events like speed dating. Our goal in the long run for the Startup Buddy is to build an online global startup equity trading platform, which means that we want to make it possible for investors anywhere around the globe to invest in companies totally online, very similar to how you would do on the Nasdaq or the Singapore Stock Exchange. We are building that platform gradually. Last year, we launched the investor platform, and we have a lot of users on that now. And we're soon rolling out new functionalities for the investors to be able to monitor all the companies that are using our platform. What did we do in the last month? Every month I give a little bit of an update what we're working on. We have been very busy to actually simplify our subscriptions and make them more flexible. It's not live yet, but it's going to look something like this. Something that I'm very excited about is this really cool membership card that's going to come with the new subscriptions. They're in all kinds of fancy colors. Teams is going to be free. So currently you can only have a single account for yourself if you're a free user. Probably in 2 or 3 weeks, you will be able to add on your other startup team members. Just go to the menu on the left side of your screen. If you're a startup founder, go to the settings and find the team settings. We've been working with Winning Pitch in Israel since the start of this month and with Startup Buddy in India. Startup Buddy in India is not us, it's a different company and they're specialized in IP protection. So if you're a startup that has a lot of need for intellectual property, advice, etc., then get in touch. We're working together with them now and they're very knowledgeable. For the investors, the fund builder is still in beta, but we have started raising funding for more investors by now. So the fund builder is for investors that are setting up a new VC or private equity firm. It helps you figure out all the questions that typically your limited partners will ask you. And it will become possible also to share your profile to potential LPs. Actually, one investor that should be on the call today, we're now supporting with their fundraise, but I'm not allowed to disclose who. Other than that, we have made the teams available for all investors. So if you're working for a VC and your colleagues should be looking and working with the Startup Buddy as well, you can simply go to the My Team button, which you can find under settings, and then you can invite the rest of your team. For today, what is relevant? We always get a lot of questions. Can you introduce us to this investor that I talked to or this founder that I talked to? We don't do that anymore. It's quite straightforward. All investors, please join our platform. It's free to sign up and register. All the companies that you will be talking to today, they have a profile on the Startup Buddy. And if you like to get in touch with them, simply make sure that you favorite them on the Startup Buddy, and then we will put you in touch. But we won't be sending across pitch decks outside the platform. We support in that sense the European privacy way of doing things, meaning that we're not going to send around all kind of privacy data without people's approval. What else have we been working on? We're actually very soon going to do our first specialized demo day, probably in November, which is going to be about food tech. I don't think any of the startups today are really specialized in this area, but some investors might be. So if you're interested to know more about that, please get in touch with us. We're still very much in preparation, so it's still early days. But if you're interested in this or you're working in this area, please let us know. The next Speed dating will be in October, of course, again, because we do this every month. And you can now register on our website. We just put up the registration link, I think, an hour ago. So just go to the website and register. Our next speed dating will not make use of Zoom. We're going to try out a platform called AirMeet. It's a little bit more flexible. It allows us to give you guys more freedom in who you want to meet, etc. One question that we're struggling with at the moment, so please give us your feedback about that. Currently, we make a very stringent schedule and then we match it to each other. The new platform will actually allow us to let you roam around more between different investors and different founders. If you have a preference for one or the other, let us know, because then we can keep that in consideration for the October edition. Like I already said, we support funds and startups in fundraising. If you want to know more about that, you know where to find us. We have a new team member. I don't see everybody right now, but Harshit Jory joined our team 2 weeks ago, I think, or 3. Sorry, Harshit, I don't remember. He's helping out today as well. So if you go to the networking room, you will probably see him there. And we have set up two new programs this month. SMU Eagles, which is the Entrepreneurship Society for Singapore Management University. They have a competition going on currently for interested students to build pitch decks, set up companies from scratch, and they have to pitch in a week from now. They're using our program set up for the Startup Buddy. And next month, we're going to do the same for all the business school students from Temasek Polytechnic. So I think on 18th of October, we're launching their program. Around 150 students will learn about entrepreneurship using the Startup Buddy program, which is pretty exciting. We have done it last year as well, and they're back this year. So that's the news from the Startup Buddy that I always like to update you with. Then for today, for those who are new to this, this is the setup and welcome that you're currently watching and listening to. Once that's over, you won't see me again because you will be meeting either investors or startups, depending on who you are. We'll be doing that in rounds of 20 minutes each. By now, you should have received an email in your mailbox, which actually has the program how it was until 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've been trying to let everybody participate, so there's still a few minor changes. How it's going to work is as follows. Every meeting is about 20 minutes. So every founder is connected to one investor. The meeting is around 20 minutes. The first meetings are kicked off simultaneously because I just have to push a button. The second and the third meeting, I will push out a warning. There's a warning system through Zoom that all of you will get the same message at the same time when I'm going to shift people around. And I will do that 1 minute before I start. When I start shifting around people, it will be gradually because I have to do that by hand. So basically, once you see that 1 minute message, keep in mind that you're closing off your discussion, that you make sure that you get each other's details, etc. Because at that point, you can be moving to another room any second. To make my life easier and also to make your partner's lives easier, make sure that your real name is visible here on Zoom. It makes it easier for when you're meeting each other in the new breakout rooms. It makes my life easier for actually scheduling you in the correct settings. I literally was getting messages until 2 minutes ago. As most of you have been here before, I will try to fix that on the spot, but be a little bit patient. If your investor or your startup is not here, I'll first make sure that everybody who is here has their meetings starting, and then I will try to reschedule with another investor. I also saw other investors just jumping in last minute, but give me a few minutes because I'm the only one who has the controls for that. If you are in your session and you need help, please reach out to my team. So Sakshi, Darvis, or Harshit. You can find them on the chat. There's a chat function here in Zoom, and you can private message them. There should also in your breakout room be an option where you can ask for help. That will go to me, but I will typically stay in the main room to be able to coordinate everything. So please message Sakshi, Darvis, or Harshit if you need specific help on anything, and then they will help you out. Like I said, all the startup profiles are on the Startup Buddy. So all the investors that want to look at the pitch decks, on your fundraising information, on your team, etc., make sure to go there. I will not demo it right now, but I'm very happy to show you some other time how that works. And then who are here? This list is again not entirely complete because we made it at 1 o'clock, but these are the participating startups. We have quite a few countries represented, which I always really like. So we have companies from Indonesia, Singapore, US, and Netherlands, if I'm correct for today. Same for the investors. We have a very good representation of Singapore. Last time it was Indonesia that had the most investors, but we also have investors from New Zealand like Kitaki, and Sunbo is actually based in Korea, at least the main office. This is what your schedule looks like. So I'll keep it on the screen for a second. And in the meantime, I will quickly see if you should have received the email by now. Yes, so all of you should have received an email unless you signed up in the last hour, then you're not in that email list. If you signed up in the last hour, you're the people that are gonna replace people that couldn't come or something like that. But this is what the program looks like. Okay. Then we're to the questions section. I'm gonna stop my share for a second. If you have a question, please raise your hand or just unmute yourself and shout out. Does anybody have questions about what the program is, what they need to do, anything else? Okay, I don't hear anybody and I don't see anybody waving, so I assume that means everything is clear. In that case, most of you I won't see again. You're welcome to stay till the end or go to the networking room where my colleagues are if you have questions to us. We're going to stay at least till everybody is done with their sessions. And if after you still have questions, just stay on the line and we'll answer those questions then. I see a message coming in, but that's not particularly for me. So I'm going to send you to your breakout rooms right now. Have very good sessions, and I hope to see you again on the 29th. While you wait for me to bring you to your breakout sessions, as most founders know, we have a community on the WhatsApp. If you're not a member of that yet, scan the QR code. For the investors, a lot of you are already in our investor WhatsApp. If not, just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll make sure to add you. That's it from me. Have a good event for today. See you.